Today I'm going to show you how to master smooth transitions in CapCut so your edits look clean, professional, and way more cinematic. Whether you're editing short-form content, vlog clips, gaming highlights, or aesthetic reels, smooth transitions can instantly make your video feel more polished and intentional. And the best part is, you do not need to overcomplicate it. Once you understand the right transitions, the right timing, and how to pair them with sound effects, your edits will start looking so much better. If this video helps you out, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more CapCut tutorials just like this. Let's jump in. The first thing you want to do is use the best free transitions in CapCut. A lot of creators assume the smoothest transitions are locked behind Pro, but that is not true. There are still several free options that look amazing and work perfectly for clean edits. Some of the best ones to look for are Mix, which gives you that classic smooth cross dissolve effect, vertical blur, pull in, pull out, zoom swipe, and left or right push. These are the kinds of transitions that give your video motion without feeling too aggressive or distracting. When you are browsing transitions, pay close attention to the small diamond icon. If a transition has a Pro tag, CapCut may block it at export unless you upgrade. So if you want to keep everything free, stick to the transitions that do not have that diamond marker. That way, you can build your full edit without running into export issues later. To apply a transition, go to the Transitions tab in the top left menu. Once you open it, choose the transition you want and drag it directly between two clips on your timeline. You will notice the clips need to be touching or intersecting for the transition to appear properly. This is a really simple step, but it is the foundation of creating smooth movement between shots. If CapCut gives you a warning that your clips are too short, do not panic. Just hit OK. CapCut will automatically create duplicated frames so the transition has enough time to play out. This is actually very helpful when you are working with fast-paced edits or short clips because it lets you keep the motion smooth without having to manually extend every shot. Now, let's talk about timing because timing is what separates an average transition from a great one. A transition that is too slow can feel heavy and sluggish, while one that is too fast can look like a glitch or an accidental cut. The sweet spot really depends on the style of your video, but as a general rule, quick and punchy edits usually look best between 0.3 and 0.8 seconds. If you are going for a slower, more cinematic feel, then 1.0 to 1.5 seconds can work really well. To adjust the duration, click the transition box on your timeline. In the top right transition property panel, you can use the duration slider or type in an exact value. If you want more control, you can also grab the outer edges of the transition block and stretch it directly on the timeline. That gives you a really quick way to fine-tune the speed until it feels natural. One of the biggest mistakes beginners make is using different transition lengths all over the place. If you want your video to feel uniform and professional, keep your timing consistent. In many cases, you can select your adjusted transition and use Apply to All in the right-hand panel so every cut follows the same pacing. That is especially useful for montages, travel videos, and branded content where consistency matters. Next, let's level things up by using clip animations instead of only relying on pre-made transitions. This is one of the best ways to create custom flow in CapCut. Instead of dragging in a transition box, you can use the individual in and out animations to blend clips together in a more controlled way. For example, you can create a really smooth fade by selecting your first clip, opening the animation panel in the top right, clicking out, and choosing fade out. Then select the second clip, go to in, and choose fade in. If you set both to around 1.0 second, you get a very soft, professional looking blend that works especially well for calm edits, aesthetic sequences, and storytelling content. You can also create directional motion by matching your animations. For instance, if clip 1 uses slide right on the out animation, and clip 2 uses slide right on the in animation, the movement stays consistent in one direction. That gives your edit kinetic momentum and can make the cut feel much more seamless. This is a great trick for whip pans, action clips, and any sequence where you want the viewer's eye to keep moving naturally. Now here is the part that really sells the transition: sound effects. Audio is half the illusion. Even if your visual transition is simple, adding the right sound effect can make it feel much smoother and much more intentional. A small whoosh or swoosh can trick the brain into accepting the visual change as part of one continuous motion. To add sound effects, go to the Audio tab in the top left menu and click Sound Effects. Search terms like whoosh, swoosh, or glitch, depending on the style you want. For a clean cinematic transition, whoosh sounds usually work best. For more energetic edits, a sharper swoosh or glitch effect can add extra impact. After you pick your sound effect, drag it onto the audio track directly below your visual transition line. This part matters a lot. You want the audio cue to hit at the exact moment the clips change. To do that properly, zoom all the way into your timeline using Ctrl and plus, or just use your scroll wheel if that works better for you. Then line up the peak of the sound wave with the center cut point where the two clips meet. That tiny bit of precision makes a huge difference. When the sound, motion, and visual cut all happen together, the transition feels polished and professional instead of random. This is one of those small editing details that separates beginner edits from creator-level edits. So to recap, the formula for smooth transitions in CapCut is simple. Use free transitions that fit your style, keep your timing controlled, use clip animations for more custom motion, and always reinforce the transition with sound design. If you combine all four of those elements, your edits will instantly feel smoother and more cinematic. If this tutorial helped you out, please hit the like button and subscribe for more CapCut tips, editing shortcuts, and beginner-friendly tutorials. And if you want, I can also show you how to make transitions even smoother with keyframes, masking, and motion blur in the next video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.